Hey everybody, it's Cheryl and welcome to week 16 of Technique of the Week. This week we're going to talk about graffiti fabric. Now this was taught to me by a very good friend of mine, Belinda Spivak, and she taught this class. And basically what you do is you get spray fabric paints and you let go with your inner graffiti artist and get busy with stencils and all kinds of other fun stuff to spray paint your fabric. So as far as stencils go, you can always go to your craft store and look for stencils there, and that's where I got most of mine. You can also look for stencil companies. These stencils here were made by Artist Seller, but you can look and get stencils pretty much anywhere. And don't forget that you can always cut your own, and you can print them out on your printer, glue your printer paper to a piece of card, and then cut out all the sections, and then you have your own homemade stencil. So don't forget that there's plenty of ways that you can find stencils. But that's not the key to this technique. The key to this technique are fabric spray paints. So this spray paint is by Tulip. It's the one that I actually use when I teach this as a class, and you can get this in your craft store. Use your coupon because you can get pretty good deal on these when you get them on sale. And these come in all kinds of really neat colors. There's even a whole set of them with some lovely colors. And what you do is you get your fabric, and it can be commercial fabric, can be PFD fabric that's prepared for dyeing, and you just start to put your stencils down and spray over them. Now don't forget that when you are finished with one side of your spray, you can always lift up that stencil and flip it over, and you can stamp it basically somewhere else on the piece of fabric, so you get to use that stencil twice. So that's really cool. It's a lot of fun. You can see here that this piece, got my pretty cool spray effect there, and that does happen when you pull further away. You get sort of more of a dispersed effect. If you come very close to the fabric, you get sort of a little round dot, and that's sometimes not what you want. You want more of a spray effect, as if you were going to use an aerosol. Then you would want to actually keep your spray can further away from the fabric and not super up close. So I hope that makes sense. There's all kinds of cool glitter spray paints, and even some gold glimmer that comes in an aerosol. And you would use this and just spray it onto the stencils the same way. So give this technique a try, make some fabric, and then you can cut that up and use it in your quilt. So I hope you found something interesting in this particular technique. Don't forget to follow along on my blog at www.muppin.com, and also click on subscribe so that you get all the videos that show up in your feed. Also, don't forget that you can get all 52 Technique of the Weeks on a cheat sheet if you subscribe to my newsletter. So head over onto my blog and check that out, and I will see you again next week.